A month ago, a mobile game called Pokémon TCG Pocket launched on iOS and Android. The gacha-style game focuses on the player opening Pokémon card packs every day, as well as introducing a simple battling system that allows players who are new to TCG to get in on the fun. From the randomness of Wonder Picks to the whimsical music and everything in between, let's take a look at the good and the bad of Pokémon TCG Pocket. The first and most obvious feature of Pocket is the card pack openings. This is the main draw of the game, and I've got to say, the presentation of this aspect is tremendous. Everything about this game is beautiful, especially when it comes to the three-dimensional effects of EX cards. The immersive cards that were the main attraction in the reveal trailer back in February deliver, and they provide a cool alternate experience, complete with unique music for each scene. Now, I'm no connoisseur of gacha card games, but I've played a couple in the past, and Pocket also thrives when it comes to the pack openings. It's made to feel like an event, with stellar music and giving the player the power of choice, erasing the illusion of randomness by allowing you to select your own packs. And you can even open them backwards if you feel like it. A fun addition to the game is Wonder Picks. Here you can find an assortment of card packs that have been opened by your friends or just random people online. Based on what was inside the pack, you pay a certain number of Wonder Stamina for a chance to nab the best card in their pack. A neat inclusion is the ability to get cards in other languages from Wonder Picks. From what I can tell by talking to some friends and through my own experience, you seem to be guaranteed to hit the 1-star card on your first Wonder Pick, which, if true, is unfortunate. That gives the player unrealistically high expectations for what to expect moving forward, as I seem to only hit a solid Wonder Pick maybe once or twice a week. Boy, I wonder why they'd ever set such high expectations for their... Yes, virtual currency. That's a fun and completely necessary addition to any mobile game, isn't it? I don't play mobile games very often, but this has to be the most in-game currencies I've ever seen on a single app. Let's see, there's Pack Hourglasses, Wonder Hourglasses, Event Hourglasses, Shop Tickets, Special Shop Tickets, Emblem Tickets, Event Shop Tickets, Premium Tickets, and Poke Gold. Yeah, there's at least 9 currencies at play on this app at any time, and honestly, all but 2 or 3 are completely unnecessary. I don't even have a single Special Shop Ticket after playing this game for probably 100 hours over the last month. Why does this even exist? Now, Hourglasses are a very solid addition to the game and are provided in bulk to new players with missions. The issue most run into after a few days, though, is that you're limited in how many hourglasses you can buy from the shop, and with daily missions, you only get 4 hourglasses per day, or 1 extra pack every 3 days. Shop tickets are another one of these solid currencies. Easy enough to earn as you get 1 for free each day, and up to 5 per day from thanks that are given by other players through battles, Wonder Picks, or liked showcases. Unfortunately, the affordability of hourglasses in the shop overshadows the ease of access of tickets, as the base price on 6 hourglasses is 18 tickets, or roughly 1 full pack every 6 days if that's all you use the tickets on. And that's not even mentioning that you're capped on buying a total of only 70 hourglasses a month. Here's to hoping that they either lower those prices or the cap on shop tickets per day is removed, and the same with the amount that you can buy. I feel it would be best for the game and significantly less confusing if the entire shop just ran on normal tickets, rather than having separate event, special, premium, and emblem tickets. Just scale the pricing up for the more exclusive items. Finally, there's Poke Gold, which is Pocket's pay currency, although you do earn free gold with every level up. I haven't purchased any gold myself, so I can't say for sure how its value stacks up with what you receive, although I do believe it takes 6 gold to open 1 pack. And I suppose I'll also touch on the Premium Pass here as well. First off, I'm irrationally upset that it's not called the Premier Pass, and they chose Delibird as the icon. Not a great start. As far as the value, it seems like all you get for $10 a month is access to the Premium Shop, which is only a handful of items that use a separate currency for the normal shop, and you get 1 pack per day. 30 or so packs a month for $10. You can be the judge on that one. So with all these currency options and extra packs, how likely are you to fully complete the genetic Apex Dex? If you're free to play, not likely. I've been playing since launch night. There's a total of 285 cards in the Dex, and at the time of recording this, I've collected 228 of those cards. Now that might sound like a lot, and in some ways it is. If you're looking for just base cards, I've got only 24 left to collect in the next month. But I've only found 27 of 59 alternate rare cards, with most of those being the more common 1-star full art cards. Now, that makes total sense. These are supposed to be the more elusive cards to collect, so I just wouldn't get your hopes too high on catching them all, unless you're willing to fork up some cash, of course. With that being said, these rares all contain awesome alternate art and never disappoint. Like I mentioned earlier, the immersive cards are a highlight, but overall the game just looks amazing. So I'll continue to chase these cards even though it's unlikely I find them all. I just want to see every bit of great art this game has to offer. A major aspect that sets TCG Pocket apart from other card collecting games I've played is the fully integrated battling system. Not only can you pull super cool art, but you can also show off your cards by pummeling an opponent with them. It's somewhat of a fusion between normal card collecting games and a game like Clash Royale in that way. I've never personally played the physical Pokémon TCG game before, so this easier to understand battling system has been perfect for me, though I've heard from experienced players that it's much less interesting than the real thing. Unfortunately, outside of events, I really don't find myself playing matches in my free time. It is nice that they're so short normally, but a lot of the battles feel random and based on RNG rather than skill or strategy. This isn't always the case, but if you're not pulling what you need from your deck and the opponent is, you're likely toast. Not to mention the inherent disadvantage of going first, which I feel has to be changed in the future. Like I said, the quick nature of battles does make it easy to play whenever you have the time, but playing dozens of matches, all you seem to face is... No matter what battling game you're playing, metas are inevitable. Unfortunately, TCG Pocket doesn't escape this. Certain cards are simply better than others, specifically basic EX cards. By now, I'm sure you're all aware of the number one meta deck, but I wanted to take a look at 4 decks that I see more than others that are simply cringe. Number 4 is the Moltres and Charizard EX combo deck. Charizard's Crimson Storm is strong enough to one-shot every single card in the game, but it does take 4 energy, discarding 2 after use. This alone doesn't make it too broken as you have to slowly build it up throughout the match, but paired with Moltres, a basic EX with Inferno Dance, you can earn up to 3 extra energy per turn, which is simply unfair. Number 3 is Pikachu EX. This one is less invincible than the Charizard deck, but it requires 0 evolution lines to work. Pikachu EX has 120 HP and can do as much as 90 damage right away. If you don't have a basic EX or some sort of bulky card to counter right off the bat, it could be GG's from the start. Number 2 has to be any Articuno deck, specifically those that use Articuno and items only. And what do you know? It's another basic EX card. This one isn't impossible to beat since it does need 3 energy for its top attack. Unless they hit 2 or more heads on Misty right away. Wow, getting extra energy is way too strong. Where have I seen that before? And of course, that isn't the end of the free energy, because everyone knows that the number 1 meta deck right now is Mewtwo EX and Gardevoir. This and many other decks only carry a handful of Pokemon, so they're guaranteed to get the ones they need. Mewtwo EX is another broken basic card. Its top attack is similar to Charizard's, taking 4 energy to use and discarding 2. However, the big difference is, with Gardevoir, the loss of energy is a moot point. Every turn, the user gains 2 energy instead of 1, meaning 150 guaranteed damage each go if they have both cards set up. Unfortunately, TCG Pocket also doesn't lend itself into balancing. The moves, including the damage and the energy required, are baked into the card design. This makes me fear that in the future, we're just going to see even more broken cards introduced, rather than the clearly overpowered cards getting fixed. Now, even though I've become tired of the current metas in the game, there's still a few things that keep me coming back. Alongside the fun pack openings, challenges and events have been a fun way to spice things up. So far, there's been 2 Wonder Pick events that offer rewards for simply checking the app every so often. First, there was the Chansey and Meowth event, which featured promo cards of those two Pokemon and extra wonder picks every now and then. The Fire-type Mass Outbreak event is currently going as I record this and gives easier access to fire cards like Charizard, Moltres, and Arcanine EX. But the real stars so far have been the two battling events. Lapras's EX variant was introduced through a solo battling challenge, offering 4 different battles of varying level difficulty. After each battle win, players had a chance to be rewarded with a single card promo pack that would be one of 5 promo cards, including the aforementioned Lapras EX. But in my opinion, the best event so far has been the Genetic Apex Emblem event, challenging players to defeat online opponents to earn profile emblems. This forced me to create some sort of deck that I felt wasn't meta that could defeat the current meta decks I'd be seeing most of the time, and that actually was pretty fun. The 4 tiers of emblems were given out for earning 1, 5, 25, and 45 wins respectively. I think these events spice the game up and give me a reason to log in more than just once every day. These will be key for Pocket's success long term, I feel. So after 1 full month of Pokemon TCG Pocket, what's my conclusion? I'll certainly keep playing the game. I like these little collectathons, and it's got an added bonus of the quick battles and events. That being said, I sure hope for some improvements in combat balancing, not just adding more overpowered cards. And like I mentioned earlier, the excess of currencies is confusing and unnecessary, and maybe the devs have already heard that feedback, seemingly getting rid of the event shop tickets throughout the Fire-type Mass Outbreak event. I'm looking forward to the upcoming drops. I've heard that there's going to be one small drop happening in a couple of weeks, followed by a full new set, maybe Gen 2, at the beginning of 2025. That means more art, and I'm sure it'll be as top-notch as what we've seen so far with Genetic Apex. Again, this game is so beautiful. Overall, it's been a solid launch month for Pocket in my opinion, and it's delivered almost everything it promised in the initial trailer 9 months ago. The ball is now back in their court. Let's see what kind of product they return. Now, what are your personal thoughts on Pokemon TCG Pocket? I'd love to start a conversation below. And let me know if you'd like to see more TCG Pocket content. I'm open to doing more. But for now, this is Hershey, signing off. Thanks for watching.